The history of arson law illustrates a significant evolution from common law principles to contemporary statutes that address modern safety and property rights concerns. Initially, arson was defined under common law as the willful and malicious burning of another's dwelling, emphasizing the protection of homes and their occupants. Legal theorist William Blackstone argued that arson was a serious felony punishable by death due to the potential for harm extending beyond the intended victim to others in the vicinity. Under common law, burning required the actual destruction of combustible material, and even minor damage, like charring on a floor, could result in a charring conviction. Notably, explosions were not classified as arson unless they led directly to a fire. However, as societal attitudes evolved, state statutes began to broaden the definition of arson. Many jurisdictions now include smoke damage and soot as a valid for grounds of arson charges, reflecting heightened public safety concerns. For example, New Jersey statutes allow for arson charges without the need for physical property damage, emphasizing reckless endangerment to people and structures. Additionally, while traditional common law confined arson to residences, modern laws have expanded this definition to encompass various buildings and personal property. This change acknowledges the fire risks associated with all spaces where individuals gather, not just homes. Further, the requirement that arson must target someone else's property has been removed in many jurisdictions. Individuals can now be held accountable for harming their own property if doing so poses a risk to neighbors or emergency responders. The mens rea, or mental state linked to arson, continues to demand malice, indicating an intent or awareness of creating a fire hazard. However, interpretations of this requirement have broadened, encompassing a wider array of actions and intentions based on the risks to people and property. Moreover, arson has historically been motivated by various factors, ranging from vandalism to financial gain. In ancient times, the deliberate setting of fires was common in warfare, while in more recent centuries, the rise of insurance has driven individuals to commit arson for profit, orchestrating elaborate crimes that often face thorough investigation. The dangers of arson are profound, as evidenced by tragic incidents. Today, arson is treated as a serious crime with significant legal consequences, reflecting society's acknowledgement of its inherent dangers and moral implications. Overall, the evolution of arson law underscores the delicate balance between protecting property rights and addressing the risk posed by those who misuse fire. Arson is classified as a crime due to the substantial dangers it poses to lives and property. Defined as the willful and malicious burning of another's dwelling, it not only threatens the safety of individuals, but also causes extensive property damage, often inflicting multiple homes and buildings in the vicinity. The consequences of arson extend beyond physical destruction. They can lead to emotional and psychological trauma for victims, witnesses, and first responders. Additionally, many incidents of arson are motivated by the intent to defraud insurance companies, as individuals seek to profit by creating false claims, undermining the integrity of the insurance system, and increasing costs for honesty policyholders. The law takes arson seriously, treating it as a felony with severe penalties, including lengthy prison sentences. Modern statutes even expand the definition of arson to include damage caused by smoke or soot, reflecting the broad range of harms that can arise from the fire-related incidents. Ultimately, the criminalization of arson serves to protect individuals, properties, and communities from the risks associated with deliberate acts of destruction involving fire, highlighting its serious nature and far-reaching impacts. The punishments for arson can differ widely based on jurisdiction, crime severity, and resulting consequences. Common penalties include prison sentences, which can be substantial, and especially in cases leading to injury or death. Offenders may also face heavy fines and be required to pay restitution to victims for property damage. In less severe cases, judges might impose probation, while mandatory counseling or rehabilitation programs may be mandated if mental health or substance abuse issues contributed to the crime. Community service can also be a part of this sentence.